So we saw how AutoCorrect worked in that first little letter that we wrote, how it automatically fixes little typos. You can actually use AutoCorrect to save you a little time typing. If you have a phrase that you are going to enter over and over and over again, you can actually abbreviate your phrase, okay, and then have it replace the abbreviation with all of the text in the phrase. So that'll actually save you a lot of time typing. So to set this up, what we're going to do is go into our Backstage. So we're going to click on File. And then we're going to go down to Options. And we're going to go into Proofing. And you'll notice that it's got AutoCorrect options. So we're going to go ahead and select that. And down here is where we can specify what we want to abbreviate and then what we want to replace it with. And if you're curious to see all of the corrections, you can actually scroll through this list, because the left are the typos and the right is what it's going to replace it with. So what we're going to do up here is we're going to abbreviate Bahamas Sightseeing Tour as BST. And then over here, we're going to say every time we type BST and do a space, we want you to replace it with Bahamas Sightseeing Tour. We're going to add that to our list. Now, I always tell students, you know, if you have to key in your name or your company's name over and over again, not a bad idea to abbreviate your name or your company name. So you can actually use AutoCorrect to your advantage. At this time, this is all we're going to add. So we're going to go ahead and click OK. And then we're going to click OK again. And we are going to go to the very bottom. So we're going to press Control, keep our finger on that, press End, E-N-D. Takes us to the very bottom. And then we're going to do BST for a heading. And we're going to press space. And you'll see how it replaced the text. Then we're going to press Enter. And we'll press Enter a couple times here. And then we're going to key in a little paragraph. And we're going to do the BST a couple times in this paragraph as well. See, I messed up those words, but we will fix that when we're done. Now I'm getting to the BST, the first one. You can see how slick that works. We'll do BST again. Doing BST again. All right, so I got a couple words that I messed up, so I'm just going to right click, see if the correction is there, and it is. And I'm going to go ahead and save. We aren't quite done though, because we are going to be using the Thesaurus to change a few words. And the Thesaurus is great if you find yourself using the same word over and over, or maybe you can't think of a different word. This will give you synonyms, which are words that basically mean the same thing. So what they want us to do is find the word breathtaking. Here it is. And we're going to right click on that. We'll go to synonyms, and then we're going to choose the Thesaurus, because the Thesaurus is going to give us a much larger list. Now it's going to open up a panel over on the right. And these are all words that mean the same thing as breathtaking. Now, this is a little tricky to use. They would like us to pick spectacular, but do not click on spectacular because then it's going to look up synonyms for spectacular. What you have to do is point, and then you're going to see an arrow. You need to left click on that arrow and click on insert. Then it will take spectacular and put it right over the top of breathtaking. Okay, that is how you use the thesaurus. So again, you have to point to the arrow and click on the arrow. Do not click on the word. At this point, I'm going to close the thesaurus because I'm done with it. And we're going to use the synonym feature to replace another word. So they would like us to highlight the word bustling. And let me scroll down a little bit. I'm going to right click on that highlighted word, go down to synonyms, and I'm going to pick lively from the list. Again, if you look at the synonyms that are displayed and you don't like any of them, you can go to the full-blown thesaurus. But we're going to go ahead and pick lively. And at this point, we're going to save our changes. And the next task that they want us to do is to actually get rid of our BST abbreviation. They want us to remove that from AutoCorrect. So we'll go to Options, Proofing, and AutoCorrect. And we have to kind of scroll through here and find it. And it should be in alphabetical order. So we're going to click on that, and then we're just going to delete it from the list. And we'll click OK. Click OK again. Okay, and at this point, we are done with the thesaurus and AutoCorrect.